start the recording about halfway through the practice session, but it's all right. We are doing the practice session here. Let me just make sure things are unchecked where they need to be unchecked. That's a yes. So, and I also can actually go into the videos and axe the two from yesterday because they have now been uploaded. So that is 18 gigs back. I don't need to tie up, I should say. It's 18 gigs I can have back. So, so if you're on YouTube, welcome along. So we did Suzuka the other day, but the recording got jacked up, unfortunately. Big unfortunately. Um, the what do you call it? So we did Suzuka on the stream, so you can catch it on the Twitch VOD. It'll still be there. So no worries about that. Oh, where's my mic volume? There we go. I need to move that down so I can actually see it underneath the game. There we go. All right. And we got Yeongam, which is not kind on tires. These are the primes, and they're already getting pretty worn. We're only 6 laps on them. So, great track. I actually really like this track. I just think it's a shame Formula 1 doesn't race here anymore, but I understand why, and I understand that it's kind of the organizers in Korea that initially started this that really jacked it up. So, but, or at least jacked up the hopes of it, but it is still a great track. It's a really difficult track, I know that, with the elevation changes, the small ones that they have in here. So enough to throw the car off in certain spots, and then also, it's such a technical second sector. Oh, lovely. It's nice. And that double left we just came from, real technical. Sector 3 is a little bit technical as well, but Sector 2 is where you make or break most of your time. Sector 3 is just real slow speed, kind of left-right. And through the barriers. That's right, I'm pressing curves, but it's offline. So, purple in the 150s, even without curves, makes you think what I would have had with curves. I hit the curb and it locked the front right. Come on, get back on the track, will you? That's a shame. But, yeah, I was talking about how, for those on YouTube, just been doing some spring cleaning around the house. I did a little bit in the kitchen today as well. Cleaned some of the blinds. Did the curtains. Curtains are done. You know, just overall general housekeeping. You know, before I started playing this today, I was playing F123 for about an hour, and I did a practice session in there. And the big difference is, and you'll notice this on PlayStation, you know, old PlayStation 1 F1s and PlayStation 2 F1s and whatnot, is that the lower the gear, the higher the turning radius. Now, that's not the case so much in the newer F1s, but the older ones. The lower the gear, the tighter the turning radius you get. And that's true here. So I can't leave it in third like I did, like I was, or like I have been, and just expect it to turn. I cooked that one a little bit, but at least I didn't go off into the asphalt. Or in the runoff, I should say. I still have no curves. That's nice. Couldn't tell you how long these tires are going to last, in all honesty.
Okay, you should see curves back
Oh, that's good.
now. They're going to fix the problem.
Good, thank you. The curbs around here, though, are pretty awful. They will mess up your lap and also make the car very unstable. The car is really light right now as well. It's a very loose setup. So any touch of the curbs is really upsetting the balance of the car. That's not too bad, that touch, but especially since a lot of these turns are like camber, and you know, they demand a lot of put a lot on the camber or the toe. Oh, overcooked it a little. Oh, I thought that was the marker board. I'm dumb. Really high curve there. Can't take any of it at all. I'm starting to see the grain on the tires on the front, by the way. Man, that is a brutal turn. I think we get 11 in and then we call it on the primes. We're looking pretty shot. No. This sounds like FF6. It is FF6. Okay. Well, I tapped back into OBS. I don't need that. I need to tap back into the game. Nice. That was probably the best we've taken that turn yet. And we're going to get a little bit of a boost here from Weber. Now, there's a bump there. There's like a bump on the track. I don't know if you saw the car hop a little bit. And when it did, that was what caused the brakes to lock up. Oh, that is just a bad turn by me. Not that all of them haven't been, to be honest. To be quite fair. I don't think I could make this go to 13. I think 11 has got to be the limit here. Felt like Sector 3 there for a second, but it was Sector 2. It was just so technical. Just so slow. It's really just one corner after the other. Kind of feels that way after that double left-hander. It just kind of feels like the track never relents, just relinquishes just the demand.
We're dropping a little in sectors 1 and 3.
Almost like a Hungary in a way, but Hungary has little pockets that you can let up on. The run up the hill to the chicane, the run down the hill to the final right-hander, or the penultimate right-hander. I missed my breaking point. I think we come in this lap. Maybe next lap. Let's see if we can get it to 13. There's about half the session left, I think. Whoa, DRS is open. I forgot about that. Ugh. Ah! Car still feels good. Yeah, car still feels okay.
You're doing well in sector 2 and losing a little in sector 3, but you really need to pick up the pace in sector 1.
It's because I keep overshooting the turns. Mainly this one here, turn 3. That's pretty good. I didn't realize the marker board's on the left. Why? Why? There's our teammate 10th, Perez 8th. It's been the story of Perez this season so far. It's been one, he'll get a phenomenal result, a third, a fourth, and then the next two races afterwards, 2 or 3, he'll just get like 8th, 9th, 10th, maybe even finish outside the points. It's like you just did a podium, man. Why can't you string anything together? So Sauber in a good spot though. They can't be too upset. They are very clearly in 5th place, I think. Whoa, 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 whoa. Set in. Shall we? Might go to options. Should be about a half hour left, maybe a little less. Yes, 32 minutes left. The race.
There's only a few cars out on track. We should consider getting out there.
We're going to. Do I go out on the primes? I need one for qualifying. So one set. If I go on this set will be for qualifying. And then I'll have 3 sets for the race. Let's go out on options. Again, it's going to stop right in the middle of a turn. Oh, that was wild.
You're doing well in Sector 2 and losing a little in Sector 3, but you really need to pick up the pace in Sector 1.
I got it. I got it. I got it. Oh, I just overcooked everything. It's okay. Maybe I don't got it. He, in fact, does not got it. Man, that uphill is just killer. That little uphill ridge you get. Option feels obviously better to be given, but it feels really good. I mean, I fucked up Sector 1, and I've pulled 6/10 back in Sector 2. So this should be a purple. It is 148.6. Wow, absolutely smashed that fastest lap that I had. There we go. Yeah, the curbs are just almost threw me off there. They really want to take you off the track no matter where you grab them from. Gladiator Kirby. Nice, I held it. Definitely can improve on that lap, but it still felt really good. This one, not so much. Oh, I still managed to make the corner, just didn't hit the apex. Still purple somehow. Okay. Oh, God, that little elevation change there. I wanted to throw the car off. Still purple somehow. I don't know how. I really don't know. Wow, 146, and that didn't feel like a good lap at all. Wow. I posted something in a Discord. I hope one day I can feel as happy as Leverkusen fans are today. Maybe one day. Sorry. Whoa, DRS open. That was wild. That sounds like Street Fighter. It's Mega Man. Come on, button. Bring that booty back to me. There we go. We have 4 laps on the options here. So I think primes do about 13 max. Options, we'll see. But yeah, congrats to Leverkusen, man. Bundesliga for the first time in their history, man. That's amazing. I hope West Ham do it one day, man. And I hope I'm alive to see it. We haven't done it either. Despite being in the top flight for so long, and we haven't done it. And it would be amazing if we ever did. be deserved if we ever did as well. Ah, locked the front right. Lap ruined. RIP.
Your time in sector 1's good, but you're losing a lot through sector 2.
Oh shit, I've cooked it. I lost my breaking point. I broke at 100 instead of 150. I actually played, I fired up 16. Played my Kmart and Hassix today. Just one game in it. And we won 3-0. We didn't score the 2 goals. Second goal came in the 90th. Third goal came in stoppage time. But even then, it felt good. That's 3 wins and a draw for my FM16 save, which starts in level 23.
Bruno's in 10th at the moment.
All right.
You're off the pace in sectors 1 and 2.
I hit the curb and locked the front left, of course. Wondering if options can go 8. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm going to try to make them stretch to is 8. I locked it. I just swung out too wide and realized I had to come back for the turn at some point and locked it when I did. Okay, they're starting to go a little bit. The tires are a little. I'm getting a little loose on some of these turns. I've done 7 on the options. certainly can't like throw it into the corners around here. That's the only thing. Some corners you can like maybe cops at Silverstone. Yeah. You could really just throw it into that corner full speed. Just send it. Absolutely send it. And you can't here because if you do, the elevation, which has an effect on the camber, and the curbs are just going to absolutely demolish you. They will eat you alive around here. That was probably the best I've taken that turn there. Ooh. Case in point. Oh, yes. Fucking amazing track. Oh, I missed the braking point because I was jamming. Completely jamming and missed the braking point. Qualifying will be next. We'll do the race as well. Then we'll kick on with CLGFC, so look forward to that. Ooh. All right. Oh, I took it with the DRS open. That's the wing gone. Let's take it without the DRS open, shall we? I don't know how I didn't. I don't know how I didn't lose a tire or something there.
You're off the pace in all sectors.
Yeah, the sector 3, no shit. Let's return to the garage. There's got to be only maybe 10 minutes left. 11 minutes left, yeah. We've run 2 sets of compounds, so let's just sim forward the time. Fucking hell no. Go back and play that again. One of my favorite tracks at all. That SNES, man. 5 minutes remaining in the session. So that's practice done. There's qualifying. I forgot I have the oven on as well. So that's like 3 minutes away. It's gonna go. So let's do Q1. Okay. Let's maybe do Q2. And then we'll probably take a small break for dinner, maybe a 15-minute break, if anything, right? So. Alrighty. So what I've noticed is with that bump, which has a tendency, once the tires are a little worn, to lock them, is to just ease off the braking. Do most of your braking at the start, and then ease lighter into your braking when you get to the bump. One more time. One more time. I actually like the music from Final Fantasy IV a lot better than 6, but I kind of want to say I like 4 better than 6 as well, because I really played through 4 a lot, but 6 is really well written when you think about it. Like, it's really ingeniously written. So... All right, what do we got? Q2. Sean-Eric Vernon in the Toro Rosso is out. Charles Peak in the Marussia is out. The first of the 2 Caterhams, and Heikki Kovalainen is out. So that's 24th, 23rd, 22nd. Timo Glock, the other Marussia, 21st. He's out. Daniel Ricciardo, the other Toro Rosso, 20th. He is out. And then it is Vitaly Petrov in the other Caterham in 19th. He is out. And again, Nikin Karthikeyan, one of the 2 HRTs, is out. So Mercedes ran 4th and 7th. So if they do that in the race, mind you, we would gain a lot. We would gain about 7 points on them. That would be enough to move us 48 points clear at the top, which would really put them under a lot of pressure. Just a lot of pressure. So that is Q1 done and dusted. We're going to take a break, and then we will be back. I'm going to stop this music, and I'm going to let you guys enjoy some other music. But for the most part, I will be back. I'm going to put on that piano mix, by the way, from Mia Makes Music. So if you heard it yesterday, probably, but we're going to give it to you again today. And this is Mia Makes Music. This is a trifecta of um, Near Automata songs: Amusement Park, Vague Hope, and Weight of the World. Um, Definitely drop our follow, YouTube and Twitch. Mia Makes Music. And we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes, probably about 10 minutes, with the continuation of our stream. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. The ever so magnificent Mia Makes Music. YouTube, Twitch, Kick. Check her out. Absolutely fantastic performance of some Nier songs. We're back from dinner. And we'll be getting back into the game in just a moment. Just a brief moment here. There was something I wanted to check on actually while I was here during the break. And for the freaking life of me, I can't remember what it is now. Um, holy shit, Cat PW is streaming. Holy shit. I haven't seen him stream in a while. Oh, he's got some weird ass filter on. Oh man, come on now. Why? Anyway, but he's streaming some house music, which is nice. It used to be a Euro Truck Simulator traffic cam stream, and now he turned DJ. Is what he was. I meant to check actually a Discord now that I remember what I was checking. And I don't think it is here. It is not. um, interestingly enough. Woo! Konikun, those are some gorgeous pictures. Whoa. I think he's in Hawaii, so that checks out. That makes sense. um, let's see real quick. All right. Let's get back into it, shall we? Let me get back into it, shall I? There you go. Back into it with Legend of Mana. Alright, sorry. Oh yeah, okay. Push a little earlier. Bring me out in fourth freaking gear. I can't push at all, and I'm immediately into the ground. Alright. Let me calm down. Calm down. I got Parks' stream one as well. Wait a minute, did that say FlyQuest 8.2? Or did that say Shimmer 8.2? That says Shimmer 8.4 on Vertigo. Tell you what, write Shimmer off at your own expense, man. A strong team. I'll be interested to see, assuming they qualify for land, which I think is very likely. But if they do, how they do. Because I think, again, if you put them up against like a Fluxo, I don't see Shimmer beating them, but I do see them maybe being tricky to beat themselves. We'll put it that way. I do see Shimmer maybe, getting the double digits against a lot of teams there. We'll see. I mean, every freaking time they've practically been in a bracket with like Enigma Galaxy. And it's like, well, of course they're not going to beat them. Nobody's beat them, to be fair, except for B4. That was only in a best of one. So, bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. There's a 146. That should be enough to get us into session number 3.
There's 5 minutes remaining in the session.
All right.
We're through to qualifying 3. Good work.
So Pedro De La Rosa and the other HRT is out. P17. Felipe Massa out in P16. The 2 Sahara Force Indias. P15 and P14. Bruno Senna and the other Williams, our teammate, out in P13. And then it's the 2 Red Bulls. Mark Webber, Sebastian Vettel, P12 and P11. Let's go to P3 or Q3. Why does it look like it's going to rain? Oh, I don't want to go on options. You didn't put me on primes. Well, come on. What? Easy as you like this lap. I feel like I'm just floating around here. .145.195. That lap felt really, really good. Ah, come on, not the 2 Mercedes 1, 2, or 2, 3. I think Button just squeezed in. Yes, he did. Schumacher and Rosberg goes 2nd and 4th. That is going to be tough, man. We got to hope they fall off in the race or something, because that will not do us any favors towards the Constructors title, which is what we are racing for. That's all we got left. It's race day in Yeongam. It is race day in the Republic of Korea. And We've got what should be a wild one. It'll start dry. It might go. It might go wet at some point. Okay, so for once I agree with the strategy. 11 on the primes, 8 on the options, 12 on the primes, 12 on the primes, 12 on the primes. That's set up for a 4-stop race. Tires around here do get absolutely clamored. Shimmer are 10-4 up on FlyQuest here. Wow. I did not see this coming. I'm surprised at this. Let's see here. Let me get back to Parks' stream and just check the score. Oh, all right. Hang tight 1 second here. Ooh. Oh, I forgot to send a message. God darn it. I just can't fucking remember to do anything anymore. I actually found an old, planner that I'm going to need to start using just because I'm so terrible at scheduling shit for myself. Uh, there we go. That works. All right. Let's get back to it. And let's start the race. It is 55 laps around Yeongam, which is in the dry. Whew. What time is it in the dry? Well, it'd be if there were 2-minute laps, it'd be 1:10. So it's about an hour 41 minutes in the dry, around there. Oh, is he going up my inside? Oh, Rosberg's trying, but he won't get there. Oh, Rosberg absolutely rocketed away. Wow. And Button's trying to hold on to third for dear life here in the opening lap. Wow. Not the best start for us. So, we only lead the constructors by 41 points, which if this stands now, 18 and 12 for them, they would be gaining a solid 5 on us. So we would be only 36 points to the lead with 4 races left. Early days yet. This race can change a lot, obviously. But oof. Ah! Ran it wide. Locked it, ran it wide. Yeah. God, what a mess. What a mess. If we do get inner conditions, it'll be interesting. I do think we get all 55 in. But inners will put the lap times probably around like a 155. So full wet. This race might be 2 hour 50 minute. But it's not like a Singapore, which the moment it rains in Singapore, it's just not, the race isn't finishing. I shouldn't say that. It can, but if it's a full wet race or a half wet race, then the race more than likely will not complete all of the laps. It's just too long a track. So this tends to be one of the longer races on the calendar, though. 55 laps around here. This is a terrible lap from me. Jesus. That was, I don't know how that was well, I mean, the standing start is the only reason that second lap was purple. Like, so. Whoa, curbs, please. This is like Koopa Island or something like that from Mario Kart. Koopa Beach, maybe. Whew. Now that was a better, much better lap. Felt like a lot better of a lap. Not great, but even then, still better.
stopping in 3 laps time.
Okay, that's good. I did not. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. I didn't mean to go into neutral. Jeez. Woo. All right. We're boxing on.
25-second gap between you and the car behind.
We're boxing on 11. The biggest question is going to be where when is the rain, I should say, or where does the rain come in play? That's going to be our biggest question for us. Whoa. Oh Jesus, I can't. I really can't put a good lap together, man. All right. This is 2, I think. Donkey Kong Country 2. Oh, make the turn. Oh. Managed to keep it in there, stick it in there. That's purple. And I cooked the first turn again. I keep missing my braking marker there on the left-hand side is what it is. Quick check of the score, by the way. Shimmer 12-8 now. And they are looking at 13. Calde 1v4 gets the first. She's got 33 HP and then no utility. And that is that. Shimmer got the first map. Okay. That's a good map win for Shimmer. Oh, a little wide, but we stay on.
The guys have run the numbers and we calculate that Rosberg will be pitting within the next 2 laps.
2 laps for Rosberg. But 3.4 back of him, man. let's hope by developing the car early next season, we can kind of dominate. That's the hope. We don't have to worry about another team's performances. Bruno finished 13th last race. He started 13th this race. And that's kind of, I guess, a little bit of my worry is that maybe by stopping the development of the car, he might not score points the rest of the season when we really need them down the stretch. Because it's getting to a point with Mercedes that, every point might matter from here on out. Every point does matter, really, but, if they double podium here, for example, and Bruno doesn't pick up points, I've cooked that turn. Jesus. After going purple, too. Then it's going to be, like, if they double podium, they're going to gain 8 points on us. That gap is only going to be 33. with four races left. Only thing I can do is keep winning. That's the only thing I can do. But they're very much in the fight. I'm pretty sure they also haven't had a DNF all season. Senna has had one. Actually, they might have had one. I think Schumacher might have had one. Even though he is P2 in the championship, I think. Man, I can't put a lap together right now. I'm awful. Absolutely all over the shop. Okay. Whew.
There's a group of slower cars just ahead of you.
I overshot that turn. I actually didn't shift down enough ahead of it. But here comes the first lap car, Charles Peak. Oh, come on, mate. Fuck's sake. That's the first flashback. Oh, we didn't get DRS. All right. Speaking of Grand Prix and racing, Human Grand Prix was what it was called in English. I can't remember what it was called in Japanese. That's a different name. It's a Japanese game as well. Oh, there we go. Still made the turn. Nice. Oh, Jesus. I have 2 flashbacks left. Two. And I have to go the whole rest of the race. Alright. When are we boxing? Oh, next lap. That's right. Have to be really delicate from here on out. All right. I'm a little bit upset because the website I got all this music from. You know, it has FIFA 96, FIFA 97. It doesn't have FIFA International Soccer, which is like killing me. I'm like, what? That's the original FIFA, man. And it had a great song. FIFA International Soccer had a great song. Box this lap. Going on to the option tire, even though it's expected to rain and we probably won't need to use both sets of compounds. We're going to anyway. So center run on 14th. He's about to get passed for 15th. Oh no, he stayed ahead. Good for him. HRT running 13th. I don't think he's stopped yet. Kobayashi running 12th. He must have just stopped. We're kind of, one of the rare occasions, I think, because you usually don't, but we're kind of pitting with the field this race. Massa up to P11. We'd usually adjust our pit laps, and we definitely vary in terms of the pit lap. But this time we didn't adjust them. We thought they were all okay. So there was really no other lap we could box on, given how much this track just eats tires away. But that's fine, I think. Sun about to go down. They have started the second map. I think, yes, they have. Second map underway. I was looking at something. I got a message on. I actually got a message on Steam. Oh, what just download? Oh, okay. Oh. All right, back to it. We're 20% through. We're a fifth of the way through the race.
You're free to rejoin the track. The track is clear.
That's just such a fucking terrible pit exit. That's the only thing I would change about this course is the pit exit is atrocious.
Traffic ahead. Stay alert.
So we're on the options. Oh, fuck. I just got a fucking scammer on Discord trying to add me as a friend. What a dick. What a dick. It's in the game. This is Blanca.
You're coming up to a lapped car. Be careful when overtaking.
We're only on this for like 8 laps, I think. Yeah, we boxed on 19 again. Good lord. Alright, DeResta, let me by, bro. This track is freaking tough. Weber running 14th. I think he's pitted. I think the Ferrari drivers haven't. I think there's a Red Bull in front of me. Yep, that's Vettel. Senna's running 12th, but I don't think he's pitted either. Oh my god, Vettel. Man, why does it keep doing? Why is it when I unlocked it, it's still like when I unbrake and re-brake, it still locks, even though I've reset the steering wheel and everything. Senna just lost 13th to Vettel. Passing DeResta again. This time it's a lot easier. I've got to reshift my cushion. Reshift it. Oh, De La Rosa's now 13th. Just cut up inside Vettel. I mean Weber. It means that Senna's running 12th. Trying to break away from that pack. That's nicely done. Let me see if I can bring 11th back for Senna.
We've looked at the numbers and estimate that Schumacher will pit within the next 5 laps.
I can. That's a terrible place to break. That's going to bring Senna right back into it. Senna might be able to get DRS if he can hold that close to him. That'll put him up in P11. That's not a bad position to be. Oh, don't cook it. Fuck me, man. It's alright. They don't have the blue flag now because I went off track. Kobayashi just got it back. Kobayashi can't beat a 10th place guy, man. Senna's not got that kind of pace. Not over the Salvers. The Salvers are too quick. He might over this Ferrari, though. Of Alonso, who I don't think is pitted yet. There's Hamilton.
Losing time to you. You're lapping 3 seconds faster than him.
I need him to lose time to, you know, 4th, essentially. Because Schumacher's running 3rd. This is not good for us. Perez 7th and 6th. With, I think that's Grosjean who's 6th. Yep. I've locked it again. Fuck's sake. But Raikkonen running 5th, which means Perez is probably running P4. If not, it'll be Button. It's probably Button. Perez might be DNF'd. Would explain why Bruno's up to 12th after the pit stops. I mean, that really sucks for Sauber.
Radar suggests light rain in around 15 minutes.
man. I say we box now. I say we box now and we do the primes, or we do another set of options. No point in waiting till lap 15 to box if the rain's going to be another 5-6 minutes from then.
Should be pitting in the next 4 laps.
We're going to box. We're also going to keep an eye on the score. FlyQuest 3-2 up on Mirage. Also need to pee. And, well, soon I will, but I need to get the light on in here as well. Let me turn the light on real quick. Let me turn the light on. Let me use the restroom. Let me just do it all. That wasn't too hard. Ooh. Booster tower. There was some play. I've loved Booster Tower in this game. And Super Mario RPG. It's one of my favorite places. Rosetown was probably my least favorite place. And Moleville. I wasn't huge on Moleville. Townsend I love. That's actually, to be fair, Townsend is probably my favorite place.
We've given you a new set of option tyres. You've got 3 stops remaining.
So I still have 3 stops. I'm going to go on to primes for the next one, but as it rains, I'll switch it over to inters. And the only hope is that it's not like a light enough rain, because last time in Korea it like rained, but it was so light that we never really went to inters. And then the track dried, and then it rained again after the track dried, and we had to go to inters. And it was like, well, what's going on, you know? But it's getting pretty dark out. So you gotta think this is gonna be pretty good rain coming here for whatever's coming in 15 minutes. Hamilton finally yields. All right. Perez is not DNF. He's running P6. Raikkonen's running P5. I just want to be inside of him. Use him as a brake. Took a lot of curve there. Purple though, 150.772. So we're running 150s. We've been running 151s and 152s, which makes you think really we're on course for. I mean, if it's 150s, which I know it hasn't been, but if it was,
We think there's a chance of light rain in 15 minutes time. 15 minutes.
you're thinking, what? Shit, I did the math and now I can't do the math. 101 minutes is what it would be. Yeah, about an hour 41 minutes, so. We've not done that, granted. We've run about 152s. So you gotta think with the 2 pit
The
stops.
car ahead is nearly a lap down. He should move over and let you past.
We're probably running at like a minute or probably 102. An hour 42 minutes right now. And the rain's about to come. Classic Mario song list. That's purple, 150.692. All the Mario's Missing songs are really based off this track, or inspired by this track. Absolutely phenomenal soundtrack. The Bowser fights with the castle fight themes were not that great. But the city themes were superb. Oh, just ready to be inside of Ricardo. There you go. Clock yields, thankfully. We're into the 149s with that lap. 149.1. That's nice. Options feel real good right now. We got a little ways to go before we pit as well. Or the rain comes, one of the two. I should be hearing that it's going to come.
Fitting prime tyres to his car. He's going for a long stint between stops.
I thought I was going to hear it's about 10 minutes away, but you know. I guess we can't rush it, you know. Oh, I've cooked it. Ugh. I'm gonna have to take the access road. Well, get off the curb. Jesus. Do want to check on the score of the Mirage. They're probably only, if anything, at the half. 7-4. They are almost at the half. 7-4 FlyQuest.
We think there's a chance of light rain in 10 minutes' time.
There's the 10-minute mark. Oh, sorry. I did not mean to do that one, but I thought I clicked the mic mute. Wow. That's going to be in the recording too. Whoops. Oh well. You know what I think I could go for right now? I'm not going to lie, a beer. Haven't had one in a while. Don't drink and drive, kids. But yeah. Okay, we're another 149 lap. Not bad. My question mainly is going to be, how long will it rain for? Are we going to have to put on inters, or is it going to go to full wets? And then also, for how long will it be? Because, I mean, if 19 minutes is essentially your grace period, and the laps turn into like 2-minute 20s, which I don't think they will. It'll be like 2-minute 10s maybe. Then it'll get interesting. But I think either way we're doing 55. Really. We do have a dry setup on, so the rain's going to be a little bit of tricky. Felt like I made a mistake this lap, but I'm still purple. Kind of surprised. Purple 147. What a blinder of a lap. Absolutely fantastic lap that. All right. Nice thing is we are 40% done. So 2/5 of the way there.
We think there's a chance of light rain in a few minutes' time.
We're not stopping on 24. They want us to stop on 24. These tires are fine for now. We can probably get them to 26, maybe 27. And if that's the case, we want to see what the conditions are like. So if the rain doesn't start until 24, 25, we want to be out until 26, maybe even 27 to see what the rain is like and if we're going to need a tire change onto wet weather conditioned tires. So not boxing is the only choice here.
Behind has just fitted the option tyres. Looks like he's going to do a shorter stint.
Of course, that happened on the mic too. If cars haven't pitted a second time and the rain comes, I'm interested to see how it will affect the top 10. Rosberg and Schumacher aren't in great positions for us right now. Second and third is like the worst case scenario. Second and third with Senna on no points is the worst right now. They're trying to cut the gap to 33 in the constructors. I want to increase the gap to at least 44 because that'll give. That almost threw me. That'll give us a buffer. Oh, I just fucking slammed Weber. I just absolutely clambered into him like an idiot. My bad, Webbs. He's not even having a great race to begin with. He's P14 after qualifying, what, P12, P11, somewhere like that. Where is the rain? Because we're on 25 now. So it was going to start any minute. This is the lap I would have expected it to start on. There it is. That's the rain. We got about a 2-lap window before we can pit.
Remember to pit this lap.
Or before we really need to pit.
Bruno is in the pits.
That is going to kill him. If Bruno's putting on dry tires, that could kill any chance of him picking up a point. That's not good. The rain, there it is. The rain is real heavy here. Turn 3.
It's starting to rain. It's just light at the moment, but if it worsens, we'll need to switch to inters or wets.
we're on inter watch here. Of course, last race in Suzuka, was it last race? It might have not been. No, I don't think it was last race. It was a race prior to that in Singapore. It just rained so heavy that you really didn't even need to go on inters. You could have just gone straight to wets. It was just like all of a sudden, boom, here's pouring rain. Track looks like it's getting slick, but I'm coming up on the end of Sector 3. Or I'm coming up on Sector 3, so I don't know what the right decision is here. I'm on worn slicks. I think as things stand, we go one more lap, and then we come in for inters. If it continues to rain like this. This is a tricky situation here. It's not really raining in turn 2 by the pits. So. Little love tap to Perez. Didn't mean it, but. Honestly, the track is still not inter condition. My tires are pretty freaking shot though, like. I think we boxed anyway. I think we box and do inters anyway. I think that's the call. Oh yeah. Look at this. Look at this Sector 3. This is really the end of Sector 2, but this is inters. We're boxing. We have to be. Oh my God. Yeah, the track is way too wet. Jesus. I'm sliding around like a freaking. Like this is a water slide. Oh my God. I don't know how the AI does it. Oh, is that Perez? I think Perez just clambered into me. We might have safety car. What's going on back there? I haven't seen any cars come through. I still haven't seen cars come through. Now they are going to pit. There they are. There's a group of them.
Exit now.
We're going on to inters. Are they staying out on the dries?
At the pit exit, watch out as you rejoin the track. We've put a new set of intermediate tyres on the car. That leaves just one stop remaining. Okay, DRS is now disabled.
I don't
due
think
to
they.
wet weather tyres.
Oh my God, guys. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord, I'm getting boxed out here. They stayed out way too long. You can only hope Senna's close to the pits and he can get in and get his tire changed on the inters if he hasn't already. They didn't box and they are absolutely cooked right now. I mean, it's tough for me and I'm on inters. We're gonna have to watch to see if it goes full wet. It might be full wet. It might be. It might.
Looks like the weather is going to get worse in the next couple of minutes.
Okay, so the rain's going to intensify in the next couple of minutes, which means it will be wet weather tire conditions.
Okay, wet tyres for next box.
Yellow flag, sector 2.
Schumacher has just fitted a new set of option tyres to his car.
Why would he sit? Why would he? Why would he pit? Why would he go with the options? I mean, it's good for us, but like that is a. It is very clearly. I think we go one more lap on the inters. Oh my God, Petrov. These guys can't go any speed. We're boxing next lap for wets. All right. Did he really put the options on? I'd love to catch him and see. Yeah, I'm sliding. I'm sliding under braking. It's wet weather conditions now. It probably would have been a good idea to come in to the last lap. Oh well. Ah.
Few drivers are fitting wet tyres.
Yeah,
We might
that'll
need
be
to
me.
change soon.
Woo! Whoa. Oh my God, it's like a boat. All right. Why are they going onto the inters back there? They're getting ready to put intermediate tires on a car. We're already on full wets. So that makes no
The
sense.
track is clear. Track is clear. You're on full wets. The next stop is the last if the weather stays like this.
It won't, but it'll probably lighten up and dry out by the end of the race. I think we're going to be on wets until probably around 40. But it feels good to finally be on the right tire. Oh my god, even if it doesn't turn. Yoshi's cookie again. Ay. Rosberg and Schumacher still 2 and 3. Oh my god. Rosberg's 31 seconds clear of Schumacher. He would have to DNF to not finish second. The only question now is how far back is fourth? Who's in fourth? And how far back are they? Button is fourth. Now the question is, how far back is he? Let's have a little look. Let's do it next lap. Oh, but we'll have a look at how's the game coming along from FlyQuest and Shimmer. Oh, Kirby Superstar, one of the best games. You know, maybe it's time I do get a Wii U or a Switch or something that can play something where all these games were re-released. Maybe when I have money. Maybe after I buy the car. I'm gonna get a new car because I need a new car. That's a 157 in the wet. That is not a bad lap by any stretch of the imagination. Honestly. Big gulp. Button P4. I forgot to see how far back he is. He's not that far back, to be fair. I see the blue dot on the radar. He's only about 8 8 or 9 seconds back. It's a good amount of time, but it also means if Schumacher makes any sort of mistake, Button will be right there. So, speaking of mistake, I almost made one there. That curb wanted to fuck my day up. Schumacher's actually cutting the gap. He was 32. He's 30 now. He's cutting the gap to Rosberg. Don't tell me he's a faster car of the two, because it means Button won't catch up then. And I need him to. I expect the rain for a little while longer. Another big gulp. That's peak. I meant to check the game.
Current reports are suggesting an improvement in the weather. Light rain expected in around 15 minutes.
Okay. So you got to figure 6 to 7 laps, the rain's going to lighten up. Here's Schumacher. He's really put a ton of distance already between him and Button. Sorry, gang. I want to say we're about an hour into the race. .157. That's not bad either, to be fair. It's a pretty good lap on the wet. I feel, at least. How's the game going? Parks is on the main screen, so it's 1-1, I believe. Yes, 1-1. It should be 1-1. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know they knew. So. Oh, wow. Oh, Ken, this is Ken's ending again. Ah, Ricardo! Ricardo, I was trying to use you as a brake. Come on, Ricardo. So, map 3 about to start between FlyQuest and Shimmer. They're knotted up at 1. Ah! we got the rain ending in about, I want to say about 5 laps. And then maybe the light rain. I don't know how long the light rain's going to stay around for. That's the next question. Oh, jeez. I skid and still made the corner. Oh, man. I mean, it's really coming down. Ah, overshot the turn. Actually, that rain might be getting lighter already in some spots. I feel like that's a possibility. Not just like around turn 3, 4. It felt a little lighter. All right. Oh, yeah, skid too much. Couldn't get the cart slowed down in time. Almost came across De La Rosa and whacked him. Whoa, there's a car. That is, oh, wow. That's pieces of a car there, I think.
Expect the rain to ease up a bit in around 15 minutes. Be aware.
I don't think it's going to take a whole 15 minutes. Well, we are past the 60% mark, 3/5 of the way there. Passed it a few laps ago. The Riz. Of course it's there. Of course, I will never get rid of that command. What's up, Snicky? We're doing well, obviously, leading the race. Rosberg and Schumacher being second and third is one of the worst, oh God, scenarios for us. That's the line. That's definitely the line. Unless you've come here just to copy and paste that command, which if you did, I don't necessarily blame you for either. What's good, Benny? Benj the Min. Am I gonna have like 20 nicknames by the time the year's end? Thank you. Korea in the wet is just nightmare fuel. Ah! Twinkle's engine exploded. Oh no, you're kidding. I haven't got a chance to watch that back. I am going to tomorrow. I'm going to the gym early in the morning. I'll probably, like, way early in the morning, like 5 a.m. So I'll probably just watch it back at 5 a.m. tomorrow. They don't catch Twinkle's DNF on stream. That's unfortunate. But they caught your 4th place finish, absolute beast. It's because you're the GOAT. Ah. But he had a glitch with his wheel where he went into first gear from 4th. Oh my lord. But if, while at full throttle, yeah, that'll blow your engine. It will, yeah. My result was good. Yeah, 4th place, pretty good, man. Really good. I was 1.5 seconds off of podium. Oh, wow. That's really close. Oh, whoa. And I lost about 5 seconds from being too scared of attacking. Well, it's fine. What was the course? Was it, shit. Misano, that's the one. In Italy. Yeah, Misano. I knew it wasn't Mitoma, and I'm like, for some reason that was stuck in my head, and I'm like, no, Mitoma plays for Brighton. Like, that's not Mitoma. Mitoma, yeah, exactly. Generational baller, generational track, generational F1 track, Mitoma. Like, fucking Christ. I think the Misano didn't really work for racing. It's not a great. Oh, it's not a great track for Super Formula. It's not really a great track for Formula racing in general, I think. Like, F1 couldn't go there. Super Formula, maybe if it's not great there. Like, I wouldn't want to see F2 or 3 there. Like, you know? Yeah. Singapore in 2 weeks' time, great track. Another one that's not necessarily too great for competitive racing because it's kind of narrow. And it's really hard to pass in Singapore. But, you know. I don't mind if a street track like Singapore, Monaco are not that good for racing. Yeah, Monaco, I like it because, and I think it needs to stay in the calendar for obvious reasons, the legacy and all that stuff, the spectacle of it, the revenue. But it's like it just isn't a great track for racing, man. It's so awful. But Singapore, I don't mind. Singapore has areas where it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, you got that long straight. Now that they removed the Singapore sling, you got that the run down to there. You know, but the new layout is not too bad, to be honest. I don't think I've driven the new layout. I've driven it without the chicane, and I've driven it with the chicane. The Singapore sling chicane. But I haven't driven the new one where they, like, don't go under the stand anymore and stuff. But I think we're racing on the old one. Ooh, okay. I prefer going under the stand for hot laps. it's just a cool little like area of the track. It's just a really cool area of the track, you know, especially for the spectators. But the new 2023 layout is better for racing 100%. Yeah. I don't even think I've hit it in F1 yet. Like 2023, I mean, F1 23. My offline career mode in F1 23 is like, I think I just finished Canada. Or no, I'm on Canada. So I got a ways to go there. Of course, obviously, I'm playing through the old ones, so. I played the shit out of this SNES game when I was a kid. I'm excited for the new F1 game. I'm ready for it to come out, F1 24. I already pre-ordered it. I'm going to get it. I forgot how much I enjoyed this league racing, though. Oh, it's so much fun. I was thinking about getting back into it myself. I want it to be 2 weeks already. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. When I first got into it back in like F1 2011 and 2012, this game, back on the Xbox, like we did a long season. We did like 20 races, all 20 races, right? And it was just once a week, and we did 2 seasons. So you would have like a 5-week, sign up period, and then you would have the 2 seasons, and what do you call it? I remember just waiting every day. The races were on Friday, and I just remember waiting, and every Friday I'd be so excited. I'd be like, oh my God, I got a race day. Oh my God, I get the race day. Oh my God, I get the race day. So, gonna get a drink. Headset is still on, but I can hear you. Okay. But I was the same way, man. I loved racing so much. And then whenever something goes wrong, like I had a race where, I had a race, I think, in Monaco where I finished 8th. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'm thinking inters might be the right call here, by the way. I'm going to do one more lap on wets, and I think we're going to go into inters. No, like, I did Monaco, and I remember finishing like 8th, or might have been like 10th in Monaco, and I got a point. And I had 3 nose changes, wing, front wing changes there. And the only thing I could think about, because I had so much pace at Monaco, was like, God, I can't wait for next week, because I know I'm quick. You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm getting better as a racer, and I just want it to be next week so I can actually get on the track and prove it again, So, I'm going to take a risk and say it's inter territory, but the sun is out. The rain has lightened up. I'm going to say it might be time for inters. But, it's just insanely fun. Like, when I had my best ever finish in Canada, which was race 7 of the season, and I was like, I got P5, and I was like, oh. And that's after I got spun on the opening lap going down into turn, like I was in between turns 1 and 2, that left right-hander, right? And I was like, man, I wanted to be the next race. Might be early for the inters. I don't know. Let's commit to the inters. Oh, Bruno's in P10. Whoa, we slid. Oh, we're sliding again. Yeah, that means it's time. We're stacking as well. Fuck. The thing I love about motorsport is how, like, you don't necessarily have to win to be super happy with the result. Yeah, I agree. Like Russell's first points with Williams. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. I mean, that's a slow fucking stop, 5.6, but it's not a bad stack in all honesty.
You're free to rejoin the track. The track is clear. You have no more scheduled pit stops, so look after your tyres.
You're right. Like, when I got 5th at Canada, I remember being overjoyed. I was like, oh my God, I picked up 10 championship points. Like, up until then, I think I was like 16th in the championship or something. I had like 1 or 2 points. I remember Australia, I picked up a point right out of the gate, and I was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, because I didn't think I was good enough to race at that level. Granted, it was only F7 back then. It wasn't even a top league, but it was like, oh my God, I'm good enough to get points. Like, I can get championship points. And Australia was my favorite track, so I was like, you know, I loved every minute of that. And then I remember struggling in Malaysia and struggling in China. And China, I got spun in turn 1 about like 15 laps in or something like that. So I was battling for another point, and then I got spun, and I think I finished like P12 or some shit, right? I put the quality lap of my life in today. Let's go. Wait, I put in the quality lap of my life today. Overall personal best from like a month of practice. Let's go. Whoa, shit. It was only for P5, but it feels so good. Yeah, exactly. It's never, you know, obviously you race other drivers, but the thing I like the most about racing and motorsport is it's never actually you versus the other drivers. Like, yes, you race them wheel to wheel. Obviously, everyone wants to win. Yeah. But there's small victories. Yeah, that's what I love about it so much. It's like, yes, you race other drivers. Yes, you race wheel to wheel. I get that. But it's always you versus you, in a way. It's always about what you can do better and how you find the time on the lap better, you know? That's what I like about it the most. I would love to win, but I don't care if I don't, because if I, you know, lap consistently, Jesus Christ, get back on the fucking track. If I lap consistently like 3/10, 4/10 better, you know, I can be very happy with that performance. And the speed, seeing everything go fast, that's awesome. And I mean, it's so, I guess the other thing too is the time. Like, it's so, the time is so sensitive to every micro movement that you make that when you actually lay down a good lap, that's why it feels amazing. Because I can lay a great lap down and be 0.005 off. I can be a 1/10 off. I can be, you know, a couple hundredths of a second off. And then when you actually nail every corner and you cross the line and you're like, oh my God, you know, I just beat. When are we going on the dries? I think one more lap and then we hit the dries. I did about 500 laps over the course of practice. Left nothing on the table when it came to quality. Let's go. That's the way to be.
Pit crew will ready option tyres for your next stop.
Part of me thinks it's too early for slicks, and part of me thinks it's actually the right time at the end of this lap to go onto them, because that drying line is looking nice and wide now. Senna's running 10th, though. That might help us. Oh, sorry. I meant to check the... Jesus, I can't hit that corner at all. I meant to check the FlyQuest score real quick on Shimmer. Woo! Let's have a quick peek. 7-2 for FlyQuest on the final map. Are you coming to Dallas? I will not be at Dallas, no. I need to use the money to buy a new car. My car is pretty much... My car's on its last leg, I think. Or it's approaching the end of its life. Because there is a noise coming from under the hood. And that noise could be a timing belt. And that noise could be the engine. And if it's a timing belt, it's a $2,000 repair. The value of the car is estimated at $725. So there's no way, I don't want to put $2,000 into a car that has no value, is 8 years old, and has 225,000 miles on it. So if it's the engine, that's like a $4,000 to $5,000 repair. So it's not worth it either way for me. So I'm going to take it in and have them look at it. And I'm going to see what they say and go from there. But the car is due for inspection because we have to have it inspected yearly. I totally forgot the box for dries. Whoops. The car is due for inspection every year, and I need to get it inspected in July. And I'm looking at it going, there's no point in me getting it inspected and paying however many $100 I need to pay to fix whatever the inspection finds, which is probably going to be rear brakes because it needs brakes, I think. Rear brake drums, which is like $600. There's no point in me doing that when I can just buy a brand new car. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save up between now and July. And then come July, I'm just going to put a big down payment on a brand new car and get a brand new car. Because I obviously I need one for work. So. And it's a shame because I bought this one at $16,008, and after my down payment and trade in, it cost me I think $13,008. And my monthly payment was $183, and this next one is going to be $25,000 after down payment, probably $19,000 to $20,000, and my monthly payment is going to be like $300 a month. And I'm like, shit. So, oh, dries, please, dries. I almost missed it. Oh god. Oh, okay. We're good. No penalties here. They didn't care about that shit yet. 8-2. FlyQuest over Shimmer. Hamilton, China, 2007 moment. Yep. That was the year. What I immediately slid. Look at this.
Schumacher's in the pit lane. Schumacher has entered the pit lane.
That was the year before I started watching Formula 1. 2008 was the first season I watched. The track is not dry enough for dries yet. The track is definitely not dry enough for dries yet. Because I know that 2007 title fight was real close. I think Kimi won that one, right? But it came down to the last race of the season. And then obviously 2008 was just fucking insane with Massa and Hamilton and Hamilton passing on the last lap of that was. Is that Glock? Yeah. It's a shame for Massa. He really wanted it. He was a great driver, you know. And the Brazilian fans, I'm sure, were pretty torn because they like Hamilton, obviously, because of all his love of Ayrton Senna. And but then Massa is Brazilian, so they kind of wanted Massa, and I've overshot everything, and I'm just going to go straight into the wall. So I have one flashback left after this. Ah! I'm in first gear. I'm struggling. Rosberg's behind me. He wants to get a lap back. I want to just try and survive. Ah! Oh, that was awful. I almost went off there. I'm trying to think of what other title fights were really good over the years, by the way. Like 10, 11, 12, and 13 were pretty dominant for Vettel. The one with Weber in 10, I think, was really good. Or was it? I think it was 10. I really wanted Weber to win that one, too. Whoa! I've gone on to slicks like a solid 2 laps early. If Ferrari weren't Ferrari, 2022 could have been a good one. Yeah. I saw an Instagram post, by the way, that was like, oh, F1 has just announced its new, or F1 has just announced the calendar for 2025, which is basically just their scheduled presentations of the Dutch national anthem. And I'm like, yep, pretty much. So, I mean, last season was absurd. So, I mean, take nothing away from Max. He's a fantastic driver. I mean, he deserves it all. But it's just the fact that they are that dominant, you know? The Dutch national anthem with a rare sprinkling of the Spanish one. You're right. Oh, this is Super Street Fighter as well. A lot of people love Street Fighter 2 Turbo as the best Street Fighter 2 version, and I'm like, nah, mate. Super Street Fighter 2. It's the Dutch national anthem with the Austrian one as well. I'm surprised the track still hasn't like dried out more. Like, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. I'm not even braking and it's just locking up and not turning. Oh, now I'm fucking over Senna because I gave him another blue flag that he has to abide by. And he's trying to stay in front of 11th. Go wide here. Can't even get my wheels to not lock. I really fucked this up. So maybe I haven't watched F1 at all this year actually so far. I probably won't, in all honesty. Maybe next year, but I don't feel like I'm gonna miss much, if I'm honest with you. I really don't feel like I'm gonna miss much. And to be fair, most of the early races, like Australia and China and all them, they're on at like 1, 3 in the morning. I'm not. I retired from commentary to fix my sleep schedule, not wreck it watching F1. Like, that just so. This track is not drying, man. I mean, it's getting a little more there, but like, I would have expected it to be way further along. Let's have a cheeky look at the score, by the way. 11-2 for FlyQuest on the final map. And again, overshot. It's the rear wheels that are locking. Senna's going to pass me. I'm good. I've skidded out. Oh no. I've spun out and I fucked Bruno. I just wrecked my teammate. Oh no. I just fucked the team out of a point. Oh no. Watch it. Watch you don't take out your teammate. I did. I fucking did. Oh, I gotta take the access road here. Fuck this. Oh boy. That's unfortunate. It means as things stand, they're gonna gain 8 points instead of 7 on us. And the constructors' lead will be cut down to 33 points with 4 races left. All because I made a bad decision to go on the dries and can't stay on the dry line because I'm a pretty bad driver, but it's alright. Oh my god, turn! It's like amateur hour here. I mean, I am, but that's besides the point.
The pit crew are ready for you at the end of this lap. Box this lap.
Why would I box? Why would I even need to box? These tires can last me to the end. So. Fucking curb caused me to lock up. Ugh. Another 2 laps, this track should be pretty dry. It's starting to get there. The racing line's a lot, the dry line I should say, is a lot bigger now.
You're about to lap the next car. He should let you past.
Because it doesn't help if I can't stay on it, but you know. Whoa, Karzakayan, what are you doing, mate? Of course Bruno's in the pits. He's probably going to retire the car, in all honesty.
We're ready for you. Box in this lap.
I'm not boxing. I feel like I can go the end on these tires. I got 5 to go. We got 5 laps to go. Let me move forward, readjust my cushion. Woo. All right. Oh. Pedals are a little out of reach. There they go. Now they're good. Parks is talking, so that means FlyQuest have won. Shimmer did well to take a map. Oh yeah, look at how dry it's getting from turn 3 to 4. I just don't understand why some of the other parts of the track are not as dry like that. Sun's been out for like 9-10 laps, about 9 laps maybe. CLGFC coming up after this. Game 4 of the season. It will be 18-game season, by the way. Very, very short season. Only 10 teams in the division. I found there's actually a division above in that pyramid structure, the Lancashire and Cheshire League, that has only 9 teams in it. And I thought, oh, don't tell me the season is 16 games. No, it's not. The season is 24 games. So for some reason, teams play each other 3 times. And I'm like, why can't you just make them play 4? Like, just make them play 32-game season. But obviously down there, when you get down to those lower divisions, you know, not everybody's free every weekend, and it's so amateur that you don't want to like clog schedules up by making them play a 32-game season and travel for a 32-game season. So now the track is finally getting done. Look at that. Play the crap ton of this game. It was so terrible because you could play 2-player, but then even though you were playing 2-player, if somebody fumbled, if you fumbled or the ball was intercepted, if you lost the fumble, like the opposing team got the fumble, it would just be the CPU, and then they were just so hard to tackle. They would just run riot on you. You're like, fuck. They'd stiff arm like 7 of your players. You'd be just like, fuck. But fun game. I want to say that game was 1993. It could be 92, but I want to say that was NFL Football 1993 from Konami. All right. 3 to go. The track is mostly dry. Oh yeah, it's completely dry at the end of the straight down into turn 3. This straight leading up to turn 4, it's pretty much bone dry. That's good. We definitely went onto the slicks way too early, but we worked with it. We managed to get it to work. We managed to survive out there. We took our teammate out in the process, unfortunately. But oh, I overshot that by a country mile. So focus here for the final few laps. I did a 149, so that's pretty good. Oh, Jean-Eric Verne. Jesus. That pit exit's just fucking atrocious. Oh, it finally actually feels like a dry track. It's gripping like a dry track. Holy moly, it's finally that the tires feel like they should. And the car feels like it should. Like it did in the opening 20 laps. Ooh. You can actually like try to throw it into a corner. Not have to worry about racing line or anything like that. Like, I mean, you should, obviously, but I meant like, you know, I can throw it into a corner. And if I run wide, it's still grippy. I don't know how we're purple. No clue how we're purple. No, 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 don't go around. It might ruin the purple lap. It did. Final lap. Oh, Vettel up to 9th. That's big. Red Bull about to get some points again. And what's otherwise been a very difficult season for them. Don't go around. Don't go around. Don't go around. No, I don't want to use my last I'm just going to reset the track. I don't really want the fastest lap that bad. In case I absolutely fucking plunk it in the final sector or something, you know? Don't want to risk it. So 147.612 will stay as the fastest lap, even though I know that was begging to be broken. I was begging to be beat. It's a lap we set on the option stint in the very beginning of the race. And it's going to stand up. And there's the checkered flag. 55 round Yeongam complete. Senna finished 17th because we wrecked him by accident. Schumacher, our rival, finished 3rd. Now let's go through the standings.
Brilliant. That's the double. Pole and the win.
Kovalainen DNFs. He's out in 24th for Caterham. Fernando Alonso's the other DNF. From 9th to DNF, out in P23. Charles Peak will go to P22, or will finish P22. Timo Glock in the other Marussia, P21. Daniel Ricciardo in Toro Rosso, P20th, where he started. Vitaly Petrov in Caterham, P19, where he started. Jean-Eric Verne improved 6 spots from 24th to take 18th. Bruno Senna, our teammate, was running in the points, but finished 17th after the wreck. Mark Webber was running 12th, then he was up at the points, or qualified 12th, then he went up to the points, then he fell to 16th. Pedro De La Rosa in the HRT finishes P15. Nico Hulkenberg for Sahara Force India 14th. Paul Di Resta in the other Force India finishes 13th. Felipe Massa in Ferrari P12, and then it's Nakin Carthacane who almost comes away with HRT's third point of the season. Can't quite get it done, but he finishes P11 after qualifying P18. Sergio Perez drops 3 from 7th to finish P10 for Sauber to pick up a point. Sebastian Vettel in Red Bull picks up 2 points. That's a big 2 points for Red Bull. Kamui Kobayashi drops 2 to finish 8th, 4 points for him. Lewis Hamilton improves 3 to pick up 6 points for McLaren. Roman Grosjean in the Lotus picks up 8 points for a 6th place finish for Lotus. And then it is Kimi Räikkönen for Lotus with 10 points in P5. Jenson Button gets 12 points for his 4th place finish. So McLaren come home with 18 points. Same as Lotus, actually. And then Michael Schumacher comes home 3rd to finish with 15 points. Nico Rosberg and the other Mercedes finishing 2nd on 18 points. So they get 33 this weekend. We only get 25. I forgot to do time in the race, but it was a long one. Here are your standings. Charles Pic, 24th. Timo Glock, 23rd. The 2 Marussias. Then it's Ricardo for Toro Rosso in 22nd. Heikki Kovalainen in Caterham, 21st. And then the other Toro Rosso in Jean-Eric Verne is 20th. The other Caterham, Vitaly Petrov, P19. And Paul di Resta rounds out the drivers that have yet to score points this season. For Sauber Force India, he is P18. Felipe Massa, 1 single point, P17. The King Karthikeyan have an opportunity to tie Hulkenberg up there on 14th. He can't take it. He will stay P16 with his teammate just ahead of him in P15. Nico Hulkenberg, those 2 points for Sahara Force India right now, P14. Sebastian Vettel's 2 points will move him to We'll keep him P13, but he moves within a point of Fernando Alonso in 12th in the Ferrari. Our teammate Bruno Senna now only 4 points clear of the Ferrari in 11th on 15 points. Mark Webber 6 points ahead of him in P10. Kamui Kobayashi is 80 points ahead of the Aussie in P9, so that's pretty much that wrapped up. 80 points ahead. I mean, really, if Webber doesn't finish at least second in the next race, he's going to be locked out of 9th. Sergio Perez, Kamui's teammate in the Sauber, is 7 points ahead of him in 8th place, and then it is 22 points ahead to Jenson Button in the McLaren in 7th. Kimi Räikkönen is only 2 points ahead of him now on 132 in P6, and only a point ahead of him is his teammate Roman Grosjean in P5. So a lot of battling still to come here in the mid-table of the upper mid-table of the standings. 35 points ahead of the Frenchman is Lewis Hamilton in the McLaren, who pretty much almost has that on lock. And then it is another 13 points ahead to Nico Rosberg, who increases that gap between him and Hamilton this weekend. His teammate, Michael Schumacher, is 20 points ahead of him in the Mercedes. We are at the top on 400. 199 points is the gap. There was only 100 available for individual driver left, so driver's title was clinched. It was, I think, 2 races ago. Marussia in the constructors, bottom in 12th. Toro Rosso in 11th. Caterham in 10th. Those are the only teams that haven't scored points this season. HRT in 9th place on 2 points. Then it's Sahara Force India in 8th on 2 points as well. Ferrari are 10 points ahead of them in P7, and they are now 19 points back of Red Bull Racing in P6. Sauber is miles ahead of them. What is that? 178 points ahead of Red Bull Racing right now. That is actually Red Bull are locked out of 5th. So Sauber are guaranteed at least 5th now. With 209 points, they are 56 points behind Lotus, which is a sizable gap, so they need a result if they want to challenge for 4th place. Lotus sitting on 265 in 4th, and then it is 33 points up to McLaren. So it's a pretty good gap, but it's definitely surmountable. In 3rd for McLaren, they are, oh man, what is that? 84 points ahead is Mercedes. So almost a 2-race buffer now between Mercedes and McLaren with 4 races to go. We are only 33 points in the lead at the top. There are 4 races to go. If we can find an 11-point difference in the next race, then it'll mean we will have a race. But if we can increase the gap to 44 points, essentially. So if we find 11 points more than Mercedes in the next race, we would have 3 to play with a race buffer as well, which is not a bad position to be in. And that's the constructors after Yeongam. We got to see if we got a contract offer. We also got to see if we did go up a level. We're ranked 46 now. Mercedes have offered me a contract. Declined this offer. Renew. Sir Frank Williams feel he's done an excellent job with the team this season. It's fitted perfectly with the plans moving forward. I am going to accept the contract to renew. So I am going to stay with Williams for a third season. We did Caterham for the first season. We did Lotus for the second. We did Williams last season, and we did Williams this season. And we're going to stay with Williams one for the final season. Well, it's official. You're going to be Williams next year. The contracts have been signed and sealed by both parties, and everyone I met at Williams seems really pleased you decided to stay with them for another year. Okay, now the legal stuff's out of the way. Let's focus on the job this weekend. Absolutely. It is Bud, and it is going to be dry, which this racetrack is phenomenal in the dry. I absolutely can't wait. Let's pause the music for a second and get you Bud.
Okay, here we are at the Bud International Circuit. Into the final corner before starting your lap. A nice wide approach sees you on your way. DRS and KERS available at this point in qualifying, remember. Pit building on your right-hand side. Marker boards on your left. Down through the gears from 7th into 2nd. Very tempting to get on the throttle too early. If you do go onto that exit curb, it will pull the car offline. Now uphill towards turn 3. Very easy to overdo this one as well. The rear end or the front can snap on you at any point. Watch the traction on the exit, not too much exit curb. DRS open once again on race day. This is your point to use it to try and overtake a car in towards turn 4. A nice long straight to plan your move. 100-meter board just after, down into 2nd gear. Watch out for the front locking here as the track dips away from you. And now down the hill again we go towards this tricky section, this double left-hand corner of turn 5 and 6. Down through the gears, and watch out the entry speed and mid-corner, because you can easily overdo it and end up on the grass on the right-hand side. Be careful not to take too much curb here on the right and the left of 8 and 9, because the curbs will throw you offline. Into turn 10, high speed. Keep the momentum up now. Feel the G-force on your neck. It's very punishing around this corner as it tightens up on the exit. Get the car back over to the right-hand side before the fast left and then right of turns 13 and 14. Head up the hill now. 100-meter board. Brake and slow it down into 3rd gear. The track falls away from you. The car tends to pick up understeer there as now you head back down the hill to the last corner. Brake down into 2nd gear. Tight corner, be patient, wait for that rear end to have enough traction, full throttle, DRS, and the last boost of KERS sees you past the start-finish line.
Amazing racetrack. And that is coming next. So Bud is the next time we play F1. It's race 77 of the season, or of the career. I shouldn't say of the season. Race 17 of the season, but 77 of the career. Recording is going to stop here for those of you on YouTube. For those of you on Twitch, we're going to swap over to FM. So definitely looking forward to that. Why do I have 3 hours left on the timer? I definitely didn't do it for that long. Did it not save? Did it not? I don't think it saved. We've been live for 3 hours, but it's 9 o'clock at night. I didn't mean to go this long. It didn't save. It still got the 8-hour timer from the other. Jesus. All right. Tell you what, we're not going to swap over to F1 because it's already 9 o'clock at night. Let's stop the recording here, though. So for those of you on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time.